Hey everybody, it's I, Stippling Vaughn, and I am at my local dive bar working hard. And of course, today is the day after the Nobody Gives a Damn Awards. Had a great time last night. The show went much faster than we anticipated. Last year, I was a little awestruck. It was my first show. It was my first time being on the award show. This year, I was ready for it. So it was, but still, it was very good. I was really impressed with the turnout. When the highest, we had 128 people watching and viewing. So the votes are in, and we have our winners. I have started. I have like a couple weeks ago. I started working on the certificates, but I can only do so much with the certificates because all I can do is put in the category, and I can put in the date and the chat's name, but that's really all I can do. I can't put in who the winners were. So now that we have the winners, I can start working on that. What I'll probably do is, if not during Aaron Lepresti's show tonight, then after Aaron's show, I will start inking those. I'm not going to do that when I'm in here because this place, when I get home from here, because this is a smoking bar, I smell like an ashtray. If you were to buy this piece from me and I would send it to you, you'd be able to smell the smoke before you even opened it. Okay. So I'm not going to do. I don't want that. I don't want the awards showing up like that to the winners. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to work on them here. So, but I'll start that up tonight, either during Aaron's show or after his show. I'll start that up. The booklets also. I'm having to make the booklets from scratch this year. Last year, everybody got a copy of my book, The Scat Investigators, and the whole reason for sending that book was so I can send it media mail, so I get the lower shipping rate this year because I'm making it from scratch. And here's the thing. I'm making it from scratch, but I'm not going to a printer to make it up. I'm just going to use my printer to print them off. So that's why it's going to take longer, and they're not going to look as professional. I'm going to do my absolute best to try to do them, to make them look as professional as possible. I even went out and got myself one of those heavy-duty staplers that has a long arm. So it's got a 12-inch arm. So I can then staple, so the staple goes right into the middle of the book. You can't do that with a regular stapler. So I'm going to be working on that. So the books people aren't going to be having them shipped out immediately, like within this week, like I was able to do last year. It's going to take more time. So, but I mean, I'm just doing it myself. I'm not making any money off of this. This is all being done out of my own pocket, and I'm doing this for myself, just like even though I'm doing this to have fun and all, and I learn each time with doing this stuff. I'm just doing it for myself to have fun, and as a means of saying that, and I've given a thank you to the creators for all they do. The first year I watched the chat with the voting. The first award show that I watched, I know I was voting and I was excited, and I was actually putting in the chat, hey, you guys photocopy off a certificate and send it to them. And so I was like, hey, put your money where your mouth is, and that's the reason why these certificates go out, is because I'm the one that's like, I want these guys to have these certificates. So Michael Bancroft, he did a wonderful job of after the show, doing kind of like an after party, not like an after party, but he did a wrap-up show where he EFAP'd the awards and gave his comments, and he was very very positive, and that's what I like a lot about Michael Bancroft and about the chat. Is overall the whole point of it is to be entertaining and to be positive. Positive encouragement. That's how Amanda puts it. And she's right. We need more. And that's what you take a look at if you really take a look at the real winners of this show, of the categories, it was done by those that are positive, that are, they don't allow themselves to get sucked into the drama. Only Malin, who's a drama queen, really, or a drama farm, really won any awards. Everyone else were all positives. Michael Bancroft, of course, well deserved. He won 3 categories. He won Community Ambassador. He won Entertainer of the Year, or Best Solo Stream. And he then also won Most Anticipated Book with The Lucent Hated Death. The second person to win 3 was Kelsey Shannon. Kelsey Shannon won it for Best Colorist. Remember, Kelsey Shannon, that used to be Eric Ritter's or Kyle Ritter's category. He used to always win it. Kelsey, and you could say, has dethroned him. And he's also, let's see, Kelsey also won, because he's part of the show Graybeards. Graybeards won most Best Ensemble Show. And then lastly, Kelsey won for Best New Creator. The reason why he won that category is because he released his first crowdfunded book. Okay, you have to be releasing a crowdfunded book to be considered Best New Creator, even though Kelsey's been here for so long. That's also the reason why Gary Martin was nominated this year, because he's releasing an art book. So I can understand why I don't know the girl's name. There's a girl, she's on Alley, I think it is. She does a show with Rini. She released her first book this year, so she was in that category. She didn't win. You could argue that because this is her first year with her own book, and she's relatively, really, truly a new talent, that she was more deserving of it than Kelsey. But we have rules. I mean, we have a rules meeting. And with the rules meeting, we lay out the stipulations. So if we were to do it next year, at the rules meeting is when we'd make some changes that would disqualify some of these people that have been around for a long period of time but just haven't had a book. Perfect example would be David Williams. Remember, David Williams has been a hired gun. Okay, he has done books for other people. He hasn't done his own book. So if he does his own book, okay, here's a perfect example again. He's doing a book for Ethan. That he's a hired gun, so he does not get that. So Ethan, so he would not qualify for New Creator of the Year because it's still someone else's book. When he does his own crowdfunder, then he'd be eligible for New Creator. So again, it's something we need to discuss at the rules meeting, which we have relatively a week and a half, 2 weeks before we start the nomination stream. So, as the saying goes, that's when we take care of family business. So, what I'm doing today is I'm just hitting the blacks and things. I don't like, because I have to move the paper around so much, I don't like to do this. I can only do so much of this when I'm doing this as a time-lapse video. The time-lapse video today, most likely is going to be this guy right here in the middle. I'll do him. It won't be a relatively short video. Probably once you factor in, I'll probably put a work order for about an hour, but when you take a look at how much time with time lapse, it'll probably end up being like a 20-second video. So, but you can see how I just go in and hit these areas, and then like here's where you can just hit it with a dry brush, and you can hit the blending because you want the stippling to blend into the black. So you can almost hit that with a dry brush and it works. So let's see here, we gotta hit her hand still. So another thing also that I'm going to put in my notes for us to address next year at the rules meeting is one thing that I didn't care for was as soon as the voting starts, like Vanessa already has the polls made up, okay? And she puts the straw poll out into the chat and the chat starts voting, okay? And then what we do after, and then she then posts the straw poll out on the screen so that everybody can see who's winning and who's ahead and who has the most votes. And I think what happens is people aren't voting for what they necessarily who they like, but they're more going towards who they want to beat who. Okay, so for instance, there was one where like let's take a look at the Malin and Kenneth Rocafort. There was a lot of I could see kind of where there's a lot of like people right at the end were like, oh, I want Malin to win over Kenneth, or people going, oh, I want Kenneth to win over Malin, and they may not have been voting with who they want to win, but who they want to lose. I propose that next year we release a straw poll into the chat so they have it. Then, after we release a straw poll, we play the nomination of that category video. Okay, and hats off to Amanda B. She did a great job with those videos. I really like them. She put a lot of work into them. So please go over to her channel, Uncorked, and give her a subscription or a like. She deserves it. But then afterwards, we can then talk about the nominees. And here's the thing, okay, I'll just, Marcus Kilgore, I'll use him because he's probably going to watch this, and he watches the show. So Marcus is in the chat, he has a straw poll, he votes, he can see it, okay, he can see the pie chart and see who's winning, but it's not on the screen for the show. So he can see where the results are, he can see how everybody's doing, but those that haven't voted don't see the poll. So they're going to go, and I think by doing that way, it's going to be a much more of an organic voting for who you want to win. Because there were some creators where top creators, but they were getting almost no votes, and I suspect it's because those that normally would vote for them were like, oh, well, such and such is in the lead, and such is in second place. I'm not going to vote for the person I want to win. I'm going to vote for who I see is doing well. But I think, and then after we have so many, and we can actually take a look see how many votes we have, and say, okay, we've got X amount of people viewing, we've got X amount of votes. Okay, we are going to officially call this and then post it for everybody to see. So and here's the thing is, if you voted, you can confirm that the information that we're saying is correct. And then when we post it, you can confirm, there's no one saying, this is rigged. No, it's not rigged. It's just that way there's more of a surprise for everybody at the end after they voted to see who wins. I kind of like that idea. I will be putting that in my notes and I will be suggesting that for next year when we do the rules meeting. So I like that idea. Hey, I like it, but maybe I'll get shot down. Could very well get shot down. As the saying goes, as Vanessa says, hey, we advocate and encourage for someone else to create their own award show. So we can be in the chat going, rigged, rigged, and just have fun as a chat participant. So we do this for fun as our own little way of saying thank you to these creators. It could say that maybe because I send out these certificates and then I make this little booklet, that I'm making it an official award show. It's not. Like I said, I do it for my own fun, as my own personal thank you to these creators, whether I like the creators or not. Two other people that won multiple times, everyone else other than Michael and Kelsey won an award. Now there were snubs, but like for instance, Malin won 2 awards, Aaron Lepresti won 2, but everyone else who won 1 category. And I know I know like Billy Tucci, when I see him at the shows, he thanks me for making that award. If you send him the certificate, I enjoy doing it. So I hope that the creators enjoy it, and I hope they continue to. It's my own personal way of saying thank you to these creators for entertaining me with their videos, with their streams, with their books. It's my own personal way of saying thank you to them. And that's why I do it, my own fun. So, next week, I'm probably going to do the video, and then I'll be running over to that store in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Next weekend's their last weekend to be open, and I'll go over there. I only know of like 2, maybe 3 books, if they still have them, which I think they will still have them, that I want. They made the announcement 2 weeks ago. From my observation from going in the past, it doesn't seem like they've moved a lot of books, even though a lot of books have been sold. So it just means how much stock they had. So we'll see. We'll see what's there, what's left to be picked over when I go in or next Saturday. I'm hoping not to be there too long so I can get back here, and then when I get back here, I will do the time-lapse video. So with luck, I'll be able to do the time-lapse video, and also my regular talking to you video. So we'll see. I'm almost done with this piece, as you can see. I'm going to be doing the native from the alien planet. I'll be doing him today. Next Saturday, I'll be doing this guy. And then after him, the only one I have left is Shira Bree. Originally, I wanted Shira Bree to be like her face, but I went like really heavy in the dark, so she's bleeding out of space, outer space into the image. So we'll see how that image goes. I'm gonna have to find an image with that's very heavy in blacks, so I can actually manipulate the image so that way. And that's, like I said, I take image, when I'm doing a drawing like this, I reference almost everything from a regular face, an image of a regular face. I mean, you can see that that's a pose. Okay, you can see where these are poses. This is like the old pinups of a Gil Evangel, I think it is. This is one of his pics, one of his images that I took the image and manipulated it and just used it as reference. Let me see, I actually have a photocopy of it here. Here, this is it. So you can see this is the image that I took a photocopy of. I printed it off. I photocopied this off of out of a book I had, and then there's her. So I just took it, drew her, used it as reference, and the reason why I do this is I do that so this is kind of like a page out of my sketchbook. Okay, as Howard Chaykin says, you can save the experimentation for your sketchbook because you don't have time when you're doing a book. So I'm doing it instead of doing a sketchbook of all this stuff. I figured why not have fun with it and do it as a pinup page. So, but that's it. That's the image. So hopefully you'll see this guy. Well, this guy's definitely gonna be done today, and then hopefully you'll see this guy done, and then hopefully by then I might have her drawn, and then I can finish it up, and then I can just go in with this white pen. Hold on here. I can just go in with this white pen and just go in and put in the stars. See, just go in, just arbitrarily put stars in. Gives you the ability to put where the black bleeds in. I can then go in and put some stars so they're bleeding out of the space. So, and just have fun with it. Because like I said, everything I'm doing here is just pretty much experimentation. And with it being black, I can experiment as much as I want. I don't know, maybe I should do we'll do this. Sorry about that, didn't realize it was out there. So, right there, and then just... So it's kind of like a star field. Doing a bad job of this, keeping our image. And if anybody knows how to take a video, I keep looking. I know it's like how the camera shakes. With my old Android, I knew how to do it. I haven't figured out how to eliminate the turn on the Steadicam feature on this Apple phone. So if anybody wants to send me step-by-step directions, and I say step-by-step, I mean dumb it down step-by-step directions, please do. Put it in the chat. If it means you got send me like 5 to 10 messages for me to follow, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. I mean, looking through the camera image, it's much more evident and looks nicer than when I look at it straight on. But maybe that's what I need to start doing, is actually pulling the stars into the white areas so that it doesn't look like they're just sitting in, you know what I mean? So they don't look like they're sitting inside that framed area, so they actually sit like a backdrop more. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I'm just experimenting, figuring it out. So, but I'm having fun. So, okay guys, I'm gonna get to work on the time-lapse video, and then I'll be posting that later. Time-lapse videos have been hit and miss. I have some time-lapse videos where it is I'll get like 80 views, and then I've got some where I've got like 10. So if you like what I'm doing, you want to see more of how the process goes with creating these images, please go over and watch my shorts. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget also to comment. If helps out if you comment. That way I can get better. So, but yeah, I'm liking that. Let's hit a few in here. Yeah, they're getting a lot more. Yeah, I see. When I look through, like I said, when I look through the image, through the aperture of the phone, through the screen, I can see it better as opposed to when I'm looking straight at the artwork. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm almost done with it. And then I'll have another piece I'll have to work on. It's funny as how I did these so I could focus all my time working on Scat Investigators without you seeing it, but putting so much into this that I'm already done. I thought for certain I'd get more time out of this one, but I didn't. Oh well. Oh my gosh, I gotta do more drawing. Actually, I'm not a fan of drawing. Gary, I think, summed it up. Like, he's the type of person where, even though it's cross-hatching, the type of thing where most people look at cross-hatching as being something being done fast, he does it all with brush, and he goes very slow. But the way he explains the process, sounds like what he does is he just completely tunes everything else out, and then just goes to town. So, but yeah, I like it. So, well, I'm gonna get to work to this. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy the football games. Right now we got the Colts playing the Patriots, so they must be overseas. And then later today we'll have other games to watch. So, guys, you guys have a great day. Remember, life is stressful. Just take it all one dot at a time.